Okay, I'm getting stuff ready for ever recycling. Let's get it all ready, whatever I can get. I'll take my wire today and I'll take some dirty aluminum. I got some cast mortar, like lawnmower type engines and different things. I'll take. Let me cut some of these plugs off here. Makes it a little cleaner looking. I was watching a video the other day. A guy who has a hammer mill out of Washington, and they took basically stuff they couldn't separate anymore. They used magnets, whatever, couldn't get no more steel, couldn't separate everything. And they had little twisted of wires and everything, so they stuck in a hammer mill, and amazingly, they hammered everything apart. It looked like sand after. And then they put it on a shaker table, and then they were getting copper like you wouldn't believe coming out of that, all that debris. So, like I say, that stuff was worth something, right? Right down to nothing. There's buyers for all that little stuff. You know, out of maybe 100 pounds or 1 bucket. Out of 1 bucket, maybe got a pound of copper, maybe. Make it in more even. It was a 5-gallon bucket the guy had. So there's companies that buy everything, and then they'll process it because it comes with like the when they grind everything, the very final part might be just sand. There'll be sand, glass, and just you know, crap. You know how they're constantly you know, working in the mud and dirt and everything. So there will be sand, and then broken windshields and different things. But right to the end, I couldn't believe it. So I was watching this video. I was pretty impressed. That hammer mill took it right down. Got all the copper, everything out of there, shook it all apart. There was probably gold in there too, but they weren't going for gold. All they were going for is just to break it all down and see if they can separate the materials. And they did. Did a super nice job. I think it's Mount Baker Mining and something like it's called. A great channel. You got a hammer mill up out of Washington State. So, but anyways, you have to watch these different videos and you learn, you know. Because, you know, we say shred, well, people think, well, you know, you throw a vacuum in there, for instance. Well, they're separating everything. All the plastic's being separated. It's being recycled. And even that little copper mortar is being ground up and separated and recycled. So, you know, when, you know, the state-of-the-art ones are pretty good. I'm just trying to sort out some of the wire. I'll wait till you have a couple buckets and I'll start dumping it. Otherwise, you know, start tripping on the scrap. I stuck this little vise here, but it's a little too small, but I'm trying to pull these out. These are pretty tough, actually. I used just a side cutter. I never used a vice grip or nothing, but they seem pretty tough. I'm trying to figure out where's my wire. I got a total wire here. Yeah, you know, 50, 60 pounds of wires. Usually what I have. Pretty quick. I'll just take some of these bigger things off. Like this is a bit ugly. Plug. This one I can pull the brass out somehow. Like that. Okay, so I'm gonna round some more of this up. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take all the sinks back too. I got a lot of sinks. Just remembered, need to free up space. I was thinking of taking some copper back, but copper prices dropped quite a bit, so I'm not sure what they're at right now. Okay, what's that? Yeah, my crow's in the tree there. I was going to keep these actually because if you look at these RCAs, you can put additional things plugged in here also on the same line, which is kind of cool. Very unusual. I'll keep that one. Okay, keep continuing. 3 tubs here of wire, lots of sinks coming, so this guy stuck this wire here. There it is. Gonna load it up completely, whatever I can. Asian yard is going. Dirty aluminum, ballasts, transformers, dirty pistons. Need to clear this out so I can start cutting the grass here. Starting to overgrow everything. More sinks over here. I'm gonna have the other sink here. I gotta take the taps off. Okay. I do all these window blinds, get rid of these. They're aluminum. Pain. I actually hate these, to be honest. They get into everything. Get caught up all the time. You get a good scrap payday today, maybe. Barely fits in. Okay, I'll show you more as I start filling it up. Okay, here's my load. I got radiator blades. They're dirty, aluminum. A few mortars, a carburetor, ballasts, dirty aluminum. Awnings, transformers. Some are have copper, some don't. This is off a roof rack of car. Ladder aluminum. We got 3 tubs of wire, maybe 10 sinks, maybe. We got 3 or 4 tubs. Yeah, 3 tubs. I can tell. 1, 2, 3 tubs. And we got all these sinks here. And we got these stainless steel cables here. They're dirty, you gotta cut them off here, but anyways, that's what they are. So I'm taking those back. We're going to Ever Recycling. Okay, all sinks dirty, some have steel on them, but anyways, that's what we're gonna do, get rid of this whole load. I'll let you know what the price is. I'll try to find out what some of the separate prices are, like for the stainless steel dirty and the window blinds, stuff like that. The wire, I'll let you know. Okay. Approaching scrap yards right now. Ever is the one in the corner, so we'll see how things are. Hopefully it's not too busy. clean the yard. Might be okay. Okay, gonna back right in. This guy's scrapping here where he's got a Tesla. Scrapping with his Tesla. A lot of stuff there, I'll tell you. I was feeding that press machine there. A lot of engine blocks here, or transmissions, engine blocks, all aluminum. This guy's sitting in a buggy there. This guy moves. See if I can back up closer and he can go in there. Go through maybe. Oh, let's go. Okay, so it ended up being total of $200.50, which I thought it was going to be at least $200, so I'm happy. I was right on target. Window blinds, 15 cents. The motor blocks, like from lawnmowers and small little gas engines that have aluminum block, 15 cents. Wire, 85 cents, 142 pounds of wire. So, like I said, you know, once you start digging through stuff, moving stuff back and forth, wire adds up fast. That's why I don't wait till, like, I know one of my viewers from Holland were saying I should wait a couple of months and see what I get. If I waited even 2 months on my wire, you know, it just builds up so fast that, you know, I would just be tripping over stuff. So I try to tend to sell it as the prices are almost stable. I know copper dropped a lot, but they didn't really drop their prices yet. All the stuff is going to China, I believe, mostly China anyways, so their market is, I guess, you have an open door to what they're buying. Also, what else did I sell? I don't know, I can't remember. There's just so much crap in there, and a lot of it's low. Like, oh, the piston blocks, those little pistons, they didn't want to buy them at all. I said, well, hey, how about 10 cents? They said, we don't want them, but I was going to take it away, and they said, okay, we'll give you 10 cents. So, you know, there's certain things they kind of don't want because, you know, it's more work than anything, but it's still 10 cents is still cheap because heavy steel, it's got heavy rod. The bottom is heavy steel and the other is aluminum, so it's still worth 10 cents regardless. Should actually be 15 cents a pound, but that's okay. 10 cents worked out for me. But anyways, good load. I'm gonna go grab the rest of the lawn chairs of my storage yard just because I want to clean that area. I need a staging area, otherwise right now I'm having issues of where I'm putting my scrap. You know, I have some at my own property at my house, but you know, I need an area to work, and if I have a staging area, then I can actually start doing those air conditioners. Otherwise, you know, you need a lot of room, pulling the rads out, compressors out, and everything like that. So you need the room to do it. So I'll get rid of all the chairs sitting in my yard that are aluminum, and then if there's something else I could kick in there. They close in an hour and a half, so it gives me enough time. He said 40 cents, but I don't think they're paying 40 cents for those. But I said there's cloth on there. We'll see if he pays, you know, they're gonna pay a minimum of 28 cents, 30 cents anyways. So, oh, the stainless steel, I think I got 30 cents for the sinks. So overall, it was pretty good. I'm happy about that. You know, I got a good load out of my yard. I had, like I say, I had a whole van load, imagine that material laid around on my ground. So it's definitely nice to have that all gone and still got okay prices. I'm not saying that, but like the wire is really good. Happy about the wire. I'm happy with stainless steel sinks because stainless steel, like I say, those clips are sometimes they're super easy, sometimes they're hard. They're all rusty and they're noisy. All I need is guys complaining about all the noise they're making. So I that's okay. Just getting rid of them. I'm losing like maybe they're worth roughly around 46 cents, 48 cents. So I'm losing maybe around 20 cents, maybe a pound. Well, you know, if you have 100 pounds, well, I had about 90 pounds, so I lost $18, but I could have spent 2 hours, 3 hours cleaning them, right? So, you know, the toss-up is sometimes, you know, no noise. You're not getting your tools or your chisels all wrecked up for, you know, for a little bit of money. So that was good. It's gone. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go back to yard. We'll throw in all the lawn chairs and some other. I have an awning. Not an awning. Well, it's an umbrella. Just the dirty aluminum umbrella part. I'm gonna throw that on also. Okay, stay tuned. Chairs are all dirty, somewhat dirty. Got cloth on there. I got a baking pan, steel on the edges. I got a commercial door that's been rammed, so it's gonna be hard to strip it a little bit, but see what he pays for it anyways. One water dispenser. It's got a sealed unit and whatever's in there, a little bit of copper, whatever's around there. Hopefully, he has to see a little bit of copper in there. Okay, we'll see what he pays for this load. And I got one awning or umbrella. This is an umbrella with no material, aluminum. We'll take this there and see. We're doing testing waters. So I got a few more chairs at home that I want to get rid of too. Saves me the time. I mean, they're not that hard to clean, but you know, just gonna take me a lot of time because to clean them properly, I have to take all this plastic out here. Screws, some are stripped, some hard, some easy, some hard to get to. You need a socket wrench. So they all take a little time. Okay, that's it there, guys. 100 pounds of chairs, I would think. At least 100 pounds, pretty heavy, I would think. We'll see. Okay. Okay, at scrapyard, looks like it's got pretty busy here. Watching the guys feeding that press there. It makes cubes up. Looks like one's ready. He's grabbing cube right now. Okay, I'll let you know as soon as I dump this what the game exactly. Hopefully figure out some of the prices on some of the material. There's that cube that got grabbed now. I don't know how heavy those cubes could be. 1,000 pounds maybe? I'm not sure. I just don't know how much volume of material we can get in there. Hard to say if anybody knows, but I'd say at least 1,000 pounds I would think those cubes are. Okay. Car behind me, I want you to see here. This is a really overloaded car. It's got everything but even the kitchen sink on top there. Whole car is jam-packed full. Okay, the guy's moving. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, we'll show you that later. Just quit the load there. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, this he didn't want this compressor. He told me like 2 cents a pound. I said, yeah, nuts. I just told a shred for like, you know, 7 cents. Okay. He says there's not much copper in those. I don't know. I have to see. I gotta open the compressor and see exactly what's in there. But anyways, I have some compressors kicking around. 97 pounds of chairs, 27 cents. Another chair, 20 pounds at 20 cents. 45 cents I think he gave me for that door frame. And 30 cents, 3 times 30 was probably that baking pan. Okay, I'll let you know total. Doesn't look like very much, but gives me a little extra room in my area, my yard, which helps a lot. Okay, grand total 38.25. Like I said, 27 cents. He was gonna give me 20 cents for those lawn chairs. They tell you all kinds of prices, and then when you bring it there, then he, like I knew, the other guy told me 28 cents. Then he said 27. I said 28. The other guy told me 20. Okay, 27. They kind of nickel-dime me a bit, but you know, I know for sure. I watched the iScrap app today. They're talking about next round of tariffs, so that could really influence a lot of pricing on scrap metal. So right now, not many people buying. China's not buying any steel, or I heard Turkey stopped buying, and a bunch of other big players that were buying before aren't buying. So what that means, you know, prices are gonna have to drop, right? People are just gonna be sitting on stuff and nowhere to go. Or it might take 3 months to process everything, and all of a sudden then there's a big rush again. It's always like that, right? Once it's all processed and everything, and next thing, you know, they're gonna say, hey, we're gonna pay more, we'll pay more, we want the metal today, right? We have workers sitting, nothing to do. So you know how it is, you know, when it rains, it pours, right? Okay, so not bad. So I sold basically everything was dirty today, nothing was clean. I could have cleaned stuff, but it's just too time consuming. Just loading the material takes me 2-3 hours to get it all prepped, getting it ready. So imagine cleaning the material. You're spending a whole day on that material. It'd be exhausted and tired, and maybe using grinding blades and actually losing money. You know, I'd gain a little bit, but then I would be spending money for grinding blades, and then sitting there for a whole day, not being able to do anything else, sitting in the yard. So it was good. Overall, it was good. I still have in my own house have lots of aluminum chairs, which I'm gonna have to probably clean, just because, you know, if you got, you know, a nickel dime to get that, you know, 28 cents off the guy. So, you know, I was hoping, you know, he was saying 40, but he wants to totally clean for 40 cents. Well, I can get 50 cents basically clean. So why would I want to, you know, clean and take it there, right? So I mean, prices vary, right? So everywhere prices are up a little bit, down a little bit, or, you know, my friend, he went to ABC, and then I looked at his receipt, and I couldn't believe the amount of stuff he was getting lowballed on every piece of scrap metal, like really bad. So anyways, this is kind of the way it goes, right? So you just have to know your scrap yards, and when they know you deal with them a lot, and they know you're a regular customer, you know, they kind of take care of you. But when you don't come to a scrap yard and you know, once in a year or something, then they just think you're just a nobody, don't know prices, right? Anyways, okay, let's move on. Here's my tire drop-off area. It's a tire recycling place here, but they pick them up from everywhere else. What they do is they pick them up for the like the government, you know, because every time you buy a tire, there's a levy. It could be like, I don't know, $5-10 a tire, and then these guys pick them all up from all the shops everywhere, which is kind of convenient for me, helps me out. So, but you know, people still throw tires everywhere. Like, these guys don't advertise it, but it's definitely good when you can dump your tire off here for free, which is nice. Okay, let's keep moving on. I'm going to actually taco time, Taco Tuesdays here. I'm gonna go a couple tacos, maybe a Pepsi or something. Great. And I go back to my yard and do some cleaning of something. Okay. 2 days ago, a block away, I found a washer and dryer too. So that's awesome. This one's got the cord, but the faceplate is off on that one. So maybe they were adjusting the timer or something. Who knows? Put that in. That's exactly what I was driving this way, hoping to find appliance. I find too, the bonus. This one's got the faceplate missing, but maybe used for spare parts even, who knows. Perfecto. Awesome. Been sitting there for a couple days. See the grass? Yeah, one block that way found a pair a couple days ago. Awesome. That makes my day now. I took the face off, got the core off the dryer. All this wire is now new wire that I didn't have. I still have lots of wire in the computers and stuff, but okay, this is it. Got the plug, got one little board I popped out. This was inside the wash machine. I'm gonna go take it apart later and see what's in it really. It feels heavy. See what kind of motor's in it, just out of curiosity. This was inside the dryer too. This will have copper wire around it. So you're probably better just to, you know, get a little grinder, cut it with a grinder and then pull the copper out. So, like I said, this low-grade wire is everywhere. You just continually find more and more all the time. So I have machines lined up here. I got 1, 2, 5 wash machine things, 2 dishwashers, and 1 filing cabinet. So tomorrow I'm picking up a load of light ballasts, 2 foot by 4 foot. You know, the fluorescent type with the ballasts in there. I think he said there's like 70, so that should have 2 ballasts in each one. That'd be awesome. And then there'll be wire and stuff in there, so pick it up tomorrow. But I gotta do some garbage first. The guy who gave me some scrap metal before, he's got a little bit of garbage underneath behind his house. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna go to my yard still. So got rid of the tires today. And a few more things I gotta do. Okay. The barbecue here. Take the grills out. Actually pretty late. Yeah, it's pretty late there, that one. Got stainless steel handles at least, but oh well. I just got a washing machine. Young guy helped me in there. He's partying with his buddies in the front of his yard, so I didn't do no filming, but pretty nice guy. Gave me a hand, got in here. It's a washing machine. He said the motor just quit one day. That's all it did. Just quit. But it looks like you know, I have to check the windings because it's the kind you could take off very easily. Could also be copper. You never know. I don't know what that thing is up there. Could that be a car battery? Is that a car battery? No. No, it's just a cinder block. Sometimes people leave car batteries right on the edge of the road. So that's okay. You got a wash machine. So that's 3 appliances today and a barbecue. And I'm not even trying. Just did a few turns here and there. And then just got lucky. Okay. I'll take that out. I'll take this. Even though he only paid 15 cents for this. Oh well. Whatever you get, I guess. Thank you. targets. Just you just put this out probably within 10 minutes, or within at least within the hour. Oh, it's pretty heavy. I just drove down the street here within the hour. I was in here. The guy's working on his yard there. It's okay for me. Let's check in this little area here. I saw something down one of the side streets here. I don't know, look like a computer or something. So it's garbage day tomorrow in this area, so I'm seeing, you know, things, people throwing stuff out. What's this stuff here? Looks like a little mortar or something. Yeah, it's a mortar. It's a blower mortar. Okay, this big one off here was way too tight, but I got these coppers off. I'm gonna go for these wires. This is electric, by the way, so I'll just go for what wire is easy. There's a red wire here, and I see a red wire here, so may continue. Yeah. Red wire there, there's black there, so we got a little added extra here. It's just sitting right there, see that? Another $2-3 extra, and then we're gonna, too bad I can't get that off, but I mean, I just wonder if I could, it just slipped. I had it real tight. Crescent wrench is not the best tool for this, but yeah, it just turns. You know, worst case scenario, I could sawzall it another day, but added bonus. Very heavy tank. I don't know why it's so heavy, but oh, look at that. Oh. Okay. There's a ground down here, is there? Ground, I don't, oh, there it is. There it is. Then I got the ground out also. A little bit added wire, 14 gauge. Strippable wire. This is just kind of junk, but okay, awesome. Let's throw in my yard quickly. Surprising it's so heavy. This guy just stuck it out. And tomorrow I'll load all this metal up. Tomorrow the next thing. Another load of tin. So get rid of this machine, all this stuff here, and this, and then all the appliances at my house. Should be a good load. Okay. Okay, scrap metal here. I seen bike parts here before like this. Never had a chance to pick it up. I was heading home. So someone just ditched another bike. It's like a junker anyways. It's Apollo Classic Series. One aluminum wheel. It's good. Okay, I'll take it. I found a pair. That's the pair, and that's the pair of the barbecue. Is that ridiculous? How is that possible? You find one barbecue, you find two barbecues. You find one hot water tank, you find another hot water tank. Well, looks like I'm gonna have a good load. Isn't that ridiculous, huh? Okay, Now it's barbecue time. People would not believe me if I told them the story. They would not believe me. They think I'm crazy. You've seen it. 2 for 2. Look at my beautiful view here in my area. Look at that. It's beautiful, huh? Look at that. It's mountains. Nice view. Sucks in the winter, if you know what I mean, but beautiful area. Okay. I sniffed this one out. I had a feeling there's something in this area here. So I said, okay, I'm going to check this last couple little spots here. Okay. So 2 barbecues, 2 Halbert tanks, 2 wash machines, 1 dryer. What else did I find? Can't even remember. Okay, I'm sure there's something else we can find. You know, I was worried about not having a load. Now I'm gonna have a load for sure. I still want to do a bunch of computers and just throw a bunch of stuff on top here, just so that my load is gonna be awesome. Then hopefully I can get another 2,500 pounds again. To be nice. Okay, let's continue. Bike number 1 looks like bike number 2. 100 feet apart. Isn't that strange? This one's got flat tires, so you know it's gonna be it's a junker. I have to check because sometimes you never know. I'm gonna pull these wheels off right now. So I'm gonna strip them anyways. It's actually steel wheels, so no point. It just makes it a little bit harder. Let's see if I could find my crescent wrench. Is that totally bizarre? You find one bike and you have a bike 100 feet away. I'll have to check that one to make sure nobody parked there, because you never know. But this is being near a pile of garbage, and you know tires are flat 100%. This is stripped here. Oh. Tires garbage anyways. Got a cop a block away there. See if he harasses me. Should never know with these guys. Okay, so it's in. Okay, let me just check the next one. Stand by. Oh, there's the copper. It's a good thing about having a nice vehicle. Cops don't bug you. You have a junk vehicle that's beat up, rusty, on its last leg. You get harassed all the time. Is that bike garbage? I guess so, yeah. Okay. Not his. Let me just. I have to double check. Oh yeah, it's got flat tires, so it looks like a junker. Yeah, I found a bike just here, 100 feet away. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, they're junkers. I'm just gonna scrap them up. Take them to scrapyard. All the best. Okay, I'll take that. So that's 2 bikes in a row. It's been sitting there. She said I might have 3 on there before. So okay. Now to top things off, 2 chairs. 2 chairs, 2 barbecues, 2 hot water tanks, 2 bikes, 1 bike frame so far. This chair's been here for about a week. I've seen it before. So guys aren't grabbing everything, right? And those are pretty heavy chairs. Yeah, there was a cop there I saw earlier, and then I saw a cop helicopter doing spins. They kind of do wide circles like that, and they do a quarter turn every time. A quarter. It's actually metal sitting in that garbage can. Then I saw this guy with this big white car, like a 300. He's racing out of the area, so maybe there was some sort of crime that happened here. You never know. Lots of shootings and stuff in this area. Shootings and gang violence. But we don't have gang violence you see somewhere like, you know, like LA or something, but you know, the violence here is usually deadly. It's targeted shootings type thing. Not versus just gangs that, you know, bug you and fight you, whatever, or rob you, but no, they get targeted shootings here, so it's pretty bad out here. But it's usually in certain areas, right? And check this garbage can out quickly. Something caught my eye. Looked like a heavy awning metal there or something. We'll see. Okay, and then I'm gonna leave the stuff in my van, and then tomorrow I'm gonna end up taking it out into my truck directly. Oh, it's aluminum. See, I saw something. I knew there was something good there. It's all aluminum from a fence. Probably a rail or something. I hate when they just could have it on the side. They put lots of aluminum here. I hate that. If it just left on the side, it would have been easier for someone to grab. They recycled all of it versus only maybe getting a small percentage. Oh, got a pretty good percentage. More aluminum from a pile. Concrete blocks on here. Why did they do that? Can't deal with it. Okay, let's take this one here. Not gonna dig through the whole thing. It's not garbage tomorrow anyways, it's gonna be recycling. Actually, it is garbage tomorrow. Okay. The recycling was last week. I got a couple of 4 or 5 pounds of aluminum. Not too bad. Okay, a viewer making a comment here when I sold my wire before. I sold my wire. This is from dryers and other things. He said I should take the ground out. Well, this is what he meant. Okay, see the cords here. If it works. This might be tough, this one. Some worked really good. This is not working. Nope. Some they just came out really easy, the ground. I understand why that one didn't come out, but I was able to actually take the ground out completely. On some, I took about 3 or 4, they took the ground out completely. But it might just be a certain type of cable, maybe, I'm not sure, but see, these might coil around in a circle. If they coil in a circle, maybe they don't come out. Nope, not this kind. Some, if they're not coiled, like this is coiled in a circle, Some will come out completely. It just does it, you just pull them out. Yeah, it's weird. I pulled so many out. Like, see? I pulled them out like this, all in one shot. I pulled them out of these ones, so I wonder why those aren't coming out. Well, but bizarre. Basically, that's all I did is I just pulled the ground out automatically. Just popped right out like nothing. So ground's here. Oh, there it is, see? There it is right there. Pull the ground out, see that? Ha, now I don't look like a fool. Someone from one of my viewers told me to do that. And I'm not sure if any other wire comes after that, but I might be able to. Oh yeah, look at that. It might be enhance the value of your wire, right? One comes out. See that? There. So now it's coming to the wire just gained more value. I would think. You would think so, right? It's one insulation, but anyways, more interested in just pulling the ground out. Let's see if I can get another one. I just find this wire is so slippery. It's greasy. See, this doesn't have a ground, a single ground. It's an insulated ground. Same. Yeah, these won't come out. I think that's why they're not coming out, because they're not. They don't have a center ground. I pulled lots of these out already. Here's the one I'll cut. You cut this one here. Even if you cut it like that, see how the ground doesn't want to cut? Oh, look at this, I can pull them all out. There, the ground came out, see that? So now I have a bare copper wire. I have to find out if it's worth my time taking those wires out. Like, it's good to take this wire out, but the other wires, because I'm not sure if they treated that as the same. It would be number 2 insulated. That's how they call it. So if I take all the wires apart like that, maybe I'm losing money. So I think I'd leave those together. But anyways, I popped it out. I'll pop these out now. Some viewer mentioned this, and I was wondering what he meant. So, like I say, you learn things all the time, right? Problem is, a lot of guys out there that know stuff, but they're not making videos. If they're making videos, they would be teaching a lot of people, right? See, in theory, this should be worth more money because it's single insulated. It's not number 1, but you know, either way, I'm gonna go see first. If he says yeah, it's worth more, then I'll take them all apart. But at least I'll take the ground out, because the ground is clean, right? Okay, that's a tip I learned from somebody that made a comment. Okay.